Good morning, Carmel. I'm Eric Maggio. It's 8:03. Let's get into some current events. 23 years ago today, at 7:14 a.m., a terrorist attack on the World Trade Center in New York shook the nation, being recognized as one of the worst attacks on American soil in U.S. history. On September 11, 2001, 4 commercial planes were hijacked, and 2 of them were flown into the twin towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. 1 was flown into the Pentagon, and the last was crashed into a field in Pennsylvania. That day, 2,996 people died, including the 19 terrorists in charge of the attack, and thousands more were injured. Today, we honor all of the lives that were lost that day and all of the families who were affected by the attack. The debate between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris ended in a huge success for Harris, as she was able to combat Trump's statements effectively, as well as the loud and repeated falsehoods that he used during the debate. According to Semaphor's David Weigel, Harris was often the aggressor, while Trump struggled to make his own case consistently. Mere minutes after the debate ended, superstar Taylor Swift posted on her Instagram page about her opinions and where her vote will go. Taylor wrote, "I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them." After her ending statement, Swift signed off as childless cat lady, a response to Trump's running mate J.D. Vance's comments about women without children. That's all we have for current events. CDN will be right back.
Over the weekend, the Carmel Visual Arts Competition winners were announced. Sophomore winners are Frances Johnson and Julia Zandovich. Junior winners are Zihao Ma and Sally Shin, and senior winners are Kyla Nangtung and Maria Mashir. The Fine Arts Department would like to thank everyone who participated in the competition. All works were on display over the weekend at the Mundelein Arts Festival, and award-winning pieces are on display in the Fine Arts Wing. All of their work can be picked up in room FA19. Here with Kyla Nangtung, I'm Kayla Drabinsky. Kyla, you were one of the 2 senior winners of the Carmel Visual Arts Competition. Here's your winning piece, and what was the inspiration behind it?
So I've been doing animals every year, so I might as well have kept up the tradition. And I decided to do something that was more connected to my own identity and culture. So the tiger is supposed to be the Sumatran tiger from Indonesia, and the headdress is modeled after the Bali dancer's headdress. So the symbolism is that the tiger is known as a guardian and protector, and the Bali dancers participate in a ceremony that calls upon this guardian and protector. So I'm just combined those 2 elements into my art piece.
And so, what medium did you use?
I use color pencil on black paper.
Did you make it this year or before?
Yeah, I made it this year.
So one of the winning prizes is scholarship winnings. So tell me more about that.
So every year, each grade's winner gets a money prize as like a scholarship. It's not an actual scholarship, it's just money allotted to the winners. So, yeah.
And how do you plan to incorporate art into your future?
I plan to continue art as a hobby because I really love just expressing myself. Even though I can't make it into a career, I hope that I can just continue to develop my skills and just learn a lot more.
Well, thank you. Next is Maggie McConville with an interview with Youth and Gov representatives.
Welcome back. I'm Maggie McConville here with Talise and Erin to talk about youth in government. So what is youth in government?
Youth in government is like a mock government. So schools from all over Illinois, we make a bunch of like bills and everything, and we go to the Capitol once a year and like kind of set those bills into like government. So it's very much run like a normal government. And
so like what is the structure of it? Like, do you guys have different roles?
Yeah, so we have legislators, we have like assistant legislators who are like the freshmen. We also have the press who just kind of like covers everything, and they do both journalism and social media. And then we also have lobbyists who like go out and like promote the bill.
Yeah. So you said that you guys take a Springfield trip every year, right? Talk to me about that.
so basically once a year in like March-ish, we go down to the Capitol at Springfield, and we have like all the committee rooms open for us. Like we have free access to almost everything in the Capitol, and we kind of just vote on bills a lot, and like lobbyists lobby for those bills, and like LAs get to sit in on those like conversations and like hear kind of like what it is and how it works, and press like write articles about it or do like some social media stuff about it. And yeah, it's kind of just really fun.
Cool, yeah. So this sounds like super interesting, especially for people who are like interested in government and like their career-wise. So what do you think that doing youth in government brings like to yourself? Like, what do you get out of it?
I think you get a much deeper understanding like about the government. Like personally, I'm not super interested in like going into the government career-wise, but I learned a lot about how our government runs from like more of a first-hand experience, because like I did press and I could like go in and see bills being debated on and everything.
Yeah, I feel like with that, it's kind of just like I am interested in government, but like we are making like an actual impact, because like if the bills get passed through like the youth in government, it like can go onto the actual government, and like that bill can like become an actual law.
Yeah.
Like it.
So you guys are like genuinely making change.
Yes.
That's really cool. So if people wanted to get involved, where should they start?
So we have a meeting this Wednesday after school in room 601, Patasik's room. And if you want to come in and just like see what it's all about and kind of just like feel for it, please do that, because that'll be very fun.
Awesome. That's after school in Mr. Patasik's room. Thank you so much for coming on today. I'm Maggie McConville, and CDN will be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Gabby Malley with announcements. Every Wednesday, including today, the Spanish Language Club hosts a Spanish conversation lunch table. Students, faculty, and staff are welcome. If you are interested in participating, sit at the lunch table and start up a conversation. A sheet with conversation starters will be provided. All levels of Spanish are welcome, but only Spanish will be spoken. Senior Charlie Luby set a new school record on the PACER test with 126 reps. According to the Illinois State Board of Education, the average for high school boys typically ranges from 41 laps to 82 laps. Many college representatives are visiting Carmel this week and next week. Tomorrow, the University of Oregon will be visiting during B period, Suffolk University during E period, and St. Norbert College during G period. Remember, juniors and seniors wanting to meet with our representatives must sign up at least 24 hours in advance and notify their teachers before attending. Finally, today's athletic event schedule features a pair of varsity contests against St. Patrick High School, beginning with the boys golf at 4 p.m. and bookended by boys soccer at 6:30 p.m. Junior varsity boys golf team will also square off against St. Patrick Shamrocks at 4 p.m. at Ridgemore County Club. JV and varsity soccer will be at Reed Dunning Field, and JV kicks off at 4:30. Freshman soccer hosts St. Patrick here at Carmel for an ESCC showdown on the soccer fields behind Carmel. That's all we have for today. Have a well-balanced Wednesday, Carmel.